Thank you for joining the Gulf Medicine Synagogue Mussar Minute. We are now in class 11 studying Ramchal's Sefer Mesilas Yesharim, and we are closing in on the end of chapter 1, Parak Aleph, Chovas Ha'adam Be'olamo. Ramchal now is at the point where he's laid the groundwork for us. He's explained the purpose of creation. He's explained the role of mitzvahs. He explained the challenges that we face in this physical world and how that's all part of a bigger picture. And he sums it up for us now here. Klolo shel davar. The klal is ha'adam l'nivra ba'avur matzav ba'olam hazeh ela ba'avur matzav ba'olam haba. Man was not created for this world. He was created for the world to come. That's the world of purpose. His situation in this physical world is the means by which to get to that end, to the purpose, which is olam haba. Therefore, says Ramchal, you find many ma'mari chazal that reflect this idea, all the same language, all the same signun. They compare this world to a place of preparation, and olam haba to the place of rest, for the place of enjoying, consuming that which was prepared. For example, we have the mission avos ha'olam hazeh doma leprosdor. This world is like a prosdor, like a vestibule, an entranceway. As previously mentioned, hayom la'asosim u'machal lekabel scharim. The Gemara in avodas zara. Today is for doing the work, and tomorrow is for reaping the rewards. Misha darch be'erev Shabbos yoichel b'Shabbos. The Medrash in Koheles that says using Shabbos and Erev Shabbos as a metaphor for the entire world in our lives. Someone who works hard on Erev Shabbos gets to eat and enjoy on Shabbos. And then thirdly, we have olam hazeh doma leyabasha v'olam haba leyam. This world is like the dry land, and the world to come is the sea. We are preparing to voyage out into the sea over the course of our lives here in olam hazeh. There are many in this that of the same ilk. Continues Ramchal with a very important point. V'tira be'emes. He used that word be'emes. The words of Ramchal are incredibly precise. You can see it in truth. Shekfar lo yuchal shum bal seichel hamin shetachlis b'yas adam hu l'matzav b'olam hazeh. Any real, true, intellectual person, any bal seichel, and this doesn't mean highly intellectual, this means someone who is intellectually honest, cannot possibly believe that the purpose of the creation of mankind is for their situation in this world. How good is life in this world? Who's truly happy and tranquil in this world? Says the pasuk in Tehillim, life is a mere 70 years. For those who are mighty, 80 years, and it's full of trials and tribulations. So many different types of pains, sicknesses, aches, and difficulties. And then how does it all end? Death. It's 1 in 1,000 that really enjoys this world, that this world is all about enjoyment and tranquility, true enjoyment, true and tranquility. It's 1 in 1,000. And even that one individual, if they live to 100 years, they're still going to be gone at the end of 100 years. This is what we are created for, says Ramchal. Impossible. Impossible. So if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I have such a hard life, poor me, woe is me, says Ramchal, sorry, buddy, you're 999 out of 1,000. Don't feel bad. That's the way it's meant to be. And what does that tell us, says Ramchal? That this is not what it's all about. We weren't created for this. This is just the entrance ramp. We're just preparing for the real purpose. Continues Ramchal v'lo od elishim tachlis b'yas ha'adam hayal l'tzorach ha'olam hazeh v'lo yitzarach mebnei zeh shetenupach bo neshama kol kach hashuv el yon shitei gedoy l'yosef min ha'malachim atzmam. Says Ramchal, if this world was the purpose, then why did God blow into us this lofty, holy neshama? What do I need a neshama for? Especially being that the neshama has no appreciation for all of these indulgences and delicacies. For the most that this world has to offer, the neshama has no interest. This is what the Medrash and Klal tells us. The neshama coming into a person is metaphoric to the city man who marries the princess. Bring her everything. What he relishes as the most delicious, most wonderful, he brings it to her, and it's nothing. She's a princess. Kacha nefesh, so is our soul. You bring it everything. The most delicious, succulent steak, the most expensive, fine whiskeys and wines. Einam klum la, it's nothing, garnished. Lama, why? Shehi min ha'elyonim. The soul comes from a different world. It's from the divine. You're created against your will. You were born against your will. What does that mean? The neshama doesn't like it here. It's repulsive. Hashem's not going to create something that's contrary to its nature. That's impossible. This proves that the creation of mankind was for the sake of the world to come. That's why we have a neshama. It's because the purpose is the world to come. And the world to come is the world of the neshama. This is the world that our neshama is waiting for. And our neshama is going to enjoy that world to come immensely.